The industry as a whole does everything from the left brain logical. And it wasn't until like 10 years ago, which was 20 years after I started doing the work that I do, that Harvard came out with a white paper that said, there's this thing called behavioral finance, and you need to take like the human heart into account. And I'm like going, duh. Like, how can you deal with people and their money and not actually deal with who they are as a human? So we have this disconnect between taking the left brain logical and the right brain emotional and really helping people merge those two sides of themselves and helping them get to a life that they really desire, because most people are not sitting financially where they desire to be.
Yeah, that's a great point. It is incredible how people have this sort of built-in subconscious feeling about money. Whether it's I'm afraid to have money, or I have fears or concerns if I have money, and so on. So it's really an interesting strategy that you came
Right.
up with.
When I was researching my first book, I found researcher Dr. Bruce Lipton, and he had stated that 97% of our response to the external world has to do with an occurrence that happened before we were 7 years old, and it hardwired into our subconscious mind. And so 97% of the time, you are responding with that fear or anxiety from something that hardwired into every human before 7 years old, because consciously you wouldn't make those choices to do those things, because many times we go, why did I say that? Why did I do that? And when we start to understand that that's what's driving the engine 97% of the time, we have to take your right brain emotional into account. Like, it's a no-brainer from my perspective.
Yeah, that is really amazing.
Hmm.
So a lot of people think their problem is budgeting, discipline, or math. What really, it may be fear, shame, self-worth, or old conditioning. When someone comes to you, what are they really asking for help and underneath the surface?
That's interesting that you asked that, because I always say that I'm a soul coach and drag as a financial planner. And what I mean by that is that, we came here with our gifts and our unique abilities, and we're making choices. We have this free will, and but our soul came here to do something. And what I find that oftentimes what we do as humans is that we make choices for our free will that aren't in alignment with who we are authentically, because we people please, we try to control things, we try to appease others in many different ways. And that's our subconscious mind again. It's how we're trying to go back to that survival and scarcity mode from a child so that we didn't die. So we stuff down those emotions that were going on because of this earlier event in our life. And then we're responding in a way that's actually really, truly not authentic. And so we do that through like spending, creating debt, by, I always say we work things out or we act it out, and we do it through our money, our health, or our relationships. And so when somebody first comes to me, I'm not only asking them questions about their money, I'm asking them questions about, well, how do you feel about your job? Good, bad, or different? How do you like the people that you work with? Good, bad, or different? Like, I'm staying in a state of neutrality so that they can get this up and out. Now, it's interesting when I'm often meeting with couples, one of the people in the couple will try to edit the other person and interrupt them. And I'm like, can I have a moment? Can I just like get this out of this other person? And so, because when you really understand where somebody's pain points are and where they're not showing up authentically, then I can dig and ask more questions, because every single human is important and your opinion is important. And even though you're having emotions, emotions are very real. They may not be valid, but they're real. And if we need to figure out where they are emotionally, and then there are financial products that I have helped people align themselves to where emotionally they're okay, but it's also efficient financially. And so that's why I always say that I'm a soul coach and drag as a financial planner. People think that they're coming to me for asset management and financial planning, but it's really I'm helping them align with themselves, and the financial products then will be the result of them doing that from an efficiency standpoint. And they're much happier. That's what happens. I've been referred to by my clients, and they're like, "No, she's not like any other financial planner that you've ever met." And it's because I help them align with themselves, and then that what really makes people very happy, because when you are yourself and not trying to please everybody else or control everybody else or stay in a job that you hate because you're providing for your family, right? Like that only over time creates disease in your body. And if we started to learn what some of these choices that we're making do long term, we'd step off the ledge and find the courage to actually make the hard decisions.
Do you want to experience free coaching based on my 25 plus years as being a financial planner and ask me any question that you want to ask me to help you get past that hurdle in your financial world? I run these free workshops every other month to start to open you up, to start to help you get to this next place. The information for my free workshop, click the link below and register, and I'll see you on the next workshop.